Hello, I'm Renzi Kailanji, and today I'll go over exercise 3 for my course CSC 4710 Introduction to Database Management System. I'll go over what the exercise 3 is about. So, first, I had to watch a video, and the video kind of helped me set up the whole front end and back end for the exercise 3. And what we had to do after that was to change the front end, code. So all these files together with server.javascript from the simple code, and to make our own one by running 10 select statements, and then each statement should select from at least 2 tables, and it's where clause has at least 2 conditions. The code should be running to deserve full credits, and then I have to submit all the SQL statements in a file called SQL text file. So here's an example. It tells how do I show the front end with a localhost 5173, but I have to run the npm run dev, and I've also have to, for the backend, to do the command line npm start, which I already done them. I don't want to show much, but this is all. I don't want to show like all my directory files. So, but yeah, I did for the front end npm run dev, a localhost 5173. Now it shows unable to connect because I opened the web page before doing the npm start dev, but if I click refresh, it will show up, but not right now because I want to explain all the project before showing you guys. And the other one is, it shows right here. It doesn't show much, thankfully. Let me see for the other one. Okay, good. And the other one is npm start to start the backend in an for the server.javascript. So what I did was I created the database exercise 3, and I created 10 statements as tables, and then 10 other statements, just the tables that I was going to make the statement with. So the reason I created the statements as tables was because it will help in the back end. It would help in the front end as well to be able to show in the localhost webpage. So I won't go much in detail for the tables. It's pretty self-explanatory and pretty simple. So I created these 10 tables like coffee, and I made 5 insertion for each. I think it's 5 with 5 rows. So I made the airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I made the IDs as the primary key. I did the insertions. This is table 4. The reason I changed from genre to category was because the one before was called, one after was called genre, I think, yes. And it was kind of interrupting my code. It was bugging, and it wasn't showing on the localhost correctly. Table 6. This is table 6. So it has a city, an ID, the city name, where the country, what country the city is from, the population of that country, of that city, and the area in decimal. This is table 7. I did 5 insertions. Table 7 is employees. Table 8 is songs. Table 9 is restaurant. And table 9 is animal. And then I did the of course I saved this as I saved a bookmark for the SQL query, and I did the same thing for the statements. So let's go there. It's loading. Okay. So statement 1. So there are all the 10 statements. I'll go over them since this is the required for the exercise 3, not the create table that was exercise 1. So I don't want to spend much time on that one. So statement 1. So basically, exercise 1 and 2, I believe, we made select statements, but we never created tables with them. I did some researches of how can you create just another table just by the select statement, because I remember when you would press go, and it will show the table that how the template will look for the select statement. So for example, the model and the species from the table airplane and table animal, it will show that, but it would have never saved in the database. And I did some researches and come up with this statement right here. So create table statement. This is so far so good. We know this, but I did not know about this as. So as, I believe, is if you make a statement, a select statement on any other type of probably just a select statement, you can create a table out of the select statement. So that's what I did for all of them, and I made sure that each of them have at least 2 or more forgot how they call them in English, conditions. Have 2 or more conditions. So the first one is the model. We will select the model and species to create the table for statement 1, where the airplane ID and the habitat is greater than. The airplane ID is greater than 3, or the habitat is equal to, it's called in Savannah. So if we open airplane and animal, so we will pick model to create a new table and the species, and we will compare where airplane ID is bigger than 3. So Zazu and Nemo, the animals' names. 4 and 5, the animal IDs. So it's bird and fish, the species. Airplane ID 4 and 5, which is Boeing 757 and Embraer E190, and the habitat is Savannah. So it's going to be this one and this one. So we will create the table statement 1, which is going to be model and species. So this is how the statement 1 is going to look. So basically, the conditions were that the airplane ID is bigger than 3 and the species habitat is Savannah, and it will pick the species and the models. Same goes for the other statements. So statement 2, it says create table statement 2 as coffee name, first name, and last name. It's much easier to keep a variable for the table. So for example, the table, we will put it equal as E, and then with a dot it's going to point to which column we want to select. And the same goes for Same goes for the where statement, where conditions. So let's keep going. Coffee, with the column coffee name, we will select the column coffee name from the coffee table, and then we will select first name and last name from the employee table, where the price of the price column of the coffee is smaller than $4.00, and so this statement is different from or, and the employee department is equal to finance, or it's HR, the department is HR. And then we come up with this table. Number of rows, 25. Not really. It's 6. And we come up with the coffee name, espresso, latte, americano, espresso, latte, americano. And the first name is John. The first 3 are John, and the first 3 are John Doe, and then the last 3 are Jane Smith. So go statement 3. Statement 3 says that we will select the airline column from the table airplane, and then the title column from the table movie, and then we put the conditions, of course, more than 2 or more. Put the conditions where the column capacity from the airplane table is bigger than 200, or the release year column from the movie table is bigger than 2000. And we come up with this is statement 2. We come up with this table. So this is going to be the statement 3 table. Let's go to statement 4. I'll kind of rush them because they're kind of similar. So restaurant name is a column for restaurant table, and then city name is a column for city table. Rating, this is going to be the condition. Rating is going to be one of the columns from the restaurant, and we put a condition where it's bigger than 4.5. The population, the column population from the city table, again another condition with an end statement, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million. Population is going to be bigger than 5 million. Sorry, I kind of sometimes when I see many zeros, I can barely see them on the screen. I have to count them one by one. And we're going to create statement 4 table. The reason I'm creating the tables for the statements is because I'm going to display them on the localhost 5173 via the app.js JavaScript React. And let's go statement 4, but that I'll do that later. That's why I haven't refreshed this yet, because I don't want to spoil anything. Statement 5, not spoil anything, but I've kind of trying to explain it before, so you guys want, or whoever watches this YouTube video doesn't get confused about why are those being shown. So first we will go over the query. Statement 5. We have the book and song tables with a column from the book title called title, and the column from the songs table called artist. That's what we're going to select for that's what columns we're going to select to create the statement 5 table, where category is going to be from the books table is going to be equal to fiction, or the release year for the song is going to be 1980, and artist is going to be equal to Queen. And we're going to see that. I don't think it's this one. It's not this one. Statement 5, that was statement 4. A link. And there it is. You have not just Queen, of course, because you have an end statement, an or statement, I apologize, where age is smaller than 5. That's why you get Nirvana and the John Lennon and Eagles and Led Zeppelin. Statement 6. Statement 6. Oh, that was statement 6. Oh, I apologize. That was statement 5. Now we are at statement 6. That's a tongue twister. Statement 6. Statement 7. Okay, just practicing. Oh, I showed this, but it's similar to the statement first, the first statement, but there are different conditions. And so we select for the statement 6 table, we're going to select brand column from car table and animal column from animal table. We'll put in conditions for the price column of car table, which is going to be 25,000, bigger than 25,000, and the age of the animal, it's going to be smaller than 5, or the habitat for the animal is going to be savanna. And we'll come up with this table. So we have Ford, Simba, the animal name, because that's what we selected. Tesla, Simba, Ford, Zazu, Tesla, Zazu, Ford Nemo, and Tesla Nemo. Okay, we go to the next statement. Oh, I apologize. Just trying to read if that was the correct statement. So this is the statement 7. We're going to create statement 7 table by selecting the columns from table movie and table employee, which are the column title and department. We're putting the conditions for the column of the movie, which is release year, which is smaller than 2000. And we're making the salary bigger than 70,000 for employees, or the department is engineering. And come up with this. I know the tables don't make sense, but I'm just making. The only reason for this statement is to understand how they work. So even if they do not make sense, I hope you understand how they work. What is the logic behind it? Anyway, statement 8. Creating statement 8 table by selecting the cuisine column from restaurant table and then country column from the city table. Putting the conditions where the rating of the restaurant is bigger than 4.5 and the area of the city is bigger than 500, or the population is smaller than 1 million. And we come up with this. Next is going to be statement 9. Open it here. Statement 9, we're going to create the table statement 9 by selecting the coffee name column from the coffee table and the model column from the car table. Condition is going to be price for the price column from the coffee table, which is going to be smaller. The coffee is going to cost less than $4, or the year model of the year is going to be bigger than 2020. For the car and the price, it has to cost smaller than 25,000, less than 25,000. And this is the table. It's mostly Camry, Civic, Mustang for less than 25. I suppose it's okay. It's probably or because of or. That's why. And because I don't want to believe Mustang is less for 25,000. Let's see, just a curiosity, how much I put it. It's 27. All right, little more. And the Model 3, that's the Tesla, 35,000. Thought they were cheaper, but anyway, let's go to statement 10 table. Let's open this. Is going to be the final table, and we're going to go on with the Visual Studio coding for JavaScript and React JavaScript. So the column is first name and the director. that we're going to select from tables employee and movie. The condition is going to be from column of department, from table employee, which is going to be equal to marketing, and the genre of the movie is going to be action, or the release year is going to be bigger than 2010. And then we come up with just one row, which is Emily for the first name, and the director is Christopher Nolan. So far, so good. And let's go back to coding, to the code part. So what I did here was, let's start with the server JavaScript, was that I also kind of edited the index.css. I mean, I did not edit it, it was already here, but they told in the video tutorial, they told us to remove this, but it didn't make sense because the table was just in the local host server is gonna just look weird. It's much better with the index.css. But anyway, so what I did here was to repeat the statements tables from statement 1. So I created a for loop because I did not want to make, for example, app.get statement 1 request result and then just do statement 1 and then go for all the tables, statement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 10. That'll take too much time, so I thought, okay, maybe let's try a for loop, which it made it much easier. And the same goes for the app JavaScript React in here. So what I did was to select a number, the statement number. I created a statement number right here, which is I put it from statement 1 through 10, which is going to be connected for each table of this MySQL in exercise 3 database. This is going to be the statement and the statement number. So it's going to be a loop again. It's going to go from 1. It's going to fetch the data from 1 to 10. And here we go. This is the first statement table, and it has you put the columns names, how they're gonna look, and then this is gonna be the real parameters, so the real numbers or the names that are in the table, and so on goes for statement 2. So on goes for statement 3, statement 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you go here, if we load the page, see now it's working. It's not going to show any error. I do not know why is it slow, but here you go. You get all the tables. So statement 1, statement 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, statement 7, statement 8, statement 9, and 10, which was just the last one. So yeah, just to give a little bit more information. So the map row index, so the key index, this one, it's not just going to show just one. It's going to show all that are connected to the statement table. These are going to show up just one time. So for example, for statement 9, here is coffee name and model. If we go here, statement 9 is coffee name and model. Here it shows the row that first name and row that director. This one is not going to show just the first expression common. It's going to show all of them because it's in a loop process. Not in a loop process, but it just connects to the database and its table that you are. Apologize. That's a wrong. That's a wrong page. That's a wrong website. App. And here, that's what I was trying to show. this is the loop that it goes from 0 from the first statement. I apologize. We should start from 1 and through equal to 10. And I'm going to show index HTML. HTML is pretty simple, just connects to the host main. It goes main JavaScript, not the host main, the local host. And that's it. I hope you guys learned something from it. And I see you to the next one, probably exercise 4. Bye bye.